I once again welcome you members to another interesting video of the internal components of the system unit. So we are going to continue with another interesting component known as the hard disk. A hard disk, this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. This is the component that stores information on a permanent basis. So hard disks they do come in different types and sizes depending on how much money you have. That there are some computers that do have hard disks that go up to a terabyte, and there are those that are still in GBs. So the bigger the capacity of the hard disk, the more the information, the more the content your computer can keep. So here it is the device that keeps information on a permanent basis. Any information that goes to it cannot be lost unless a user decides to delete it, or maybe when a computer is attacked by the virus. That is when we may lose the content that is saved on it. Otherwise, it does not lose the information that we save on it. Allow me take you back to another component which I had finished, which is the RAM. These two components, sometimes they confuse people. How do they confuse? Is that this one we call it primary and this one is called secondary. So a person may ask you that how is this one, or why is it called primary and this one is called secondary? The reason is very simple. This one, it is a storage media which keeps information, but temporarily. It loses information whenever power is switched off. But for the hard disk, it stores information on a permanent basis. Whether power is on or off, it will keep the information. Next, we can talk about another component is a hard disk. Is the power supply. So power supplies, they do come in different types and different sizes depending on how big or how small your computer is. So when you look at this computer of mine, the computer that is before me, this is the component that I'm talking about. It is the power supply. Like I said, the use of it is to regulate the power that comes into the computer and also to change from direct alternative current to direct current. All the computers use the power which is in direct current. I've never seen a computer that uses power which is in AC. But when umeme is sending power, it sends it in AC. So the use of it is to change it to direct current, so that a computer can easily work with the power. So when you look at this hard disk, this power supply, it is a smaller power supply. Reason being, the computer is relatively small. But we have other power supplies like this type. It also comes with the modern computers, the desktops. It comes with the desktops, and a desktop is a computer that sits on top of a desk. Even a laptop has its own, but for a laptop it uses what we call the adapter, which is the one that is responsible for changing AC to DC. I think I'm going to wind up the lesson by reminding you members that we sent you notes, and I encourage you to read the notes. When we meet again, I'll group you and task you to do for me some simple exercises which will enhance our learning, and also to join the app. We have a school app which can help you in your studies. This app contains all the notes, all the information that is needed in your learning and in your learning. It contains all the subjects, it contains all the necessary information that you may need in order for you to excel. So I remain your teacher, Luwagga Moses, and I encourage you to always check the app because we upload information on a daily basis. Thank you.